Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Kamari Valentine, a clinical psychologist in New Zealand, and welcome. Today I would like to talk about what is getting in your way. Now if I asked you what is getting in your way, or if you asked me, I would want to say laundry. It's laundry getting in my way. Now, I know that that's not the answer you might be expecting, but most people in my actual life know that laundry is a massive thing for me with 4 kids and work. And what I've been working on is getting to laundry zero. But that was a wee side note because this isn't about laundry zero, although if you want to talk about laundry, I'm very happy to. This is about a specific aspect of mindset that really can sabotage us, that actually gets in our way, perhaps even more so than laundry. I'm talking about conditional assumptions or attitudes. These layer of thoughts are often what we target when we're looking at why people might be sabotaging themselves. Let's say, for example, that you want to eliminate refined sugar to decrease inflammation, but you end up having ice cream with refined sugar on the way to work or the health food shop or doing something in pursuit of this goal. We can see that you're sabotaging yourself. And why is that? So let's look at what we mean by conditional assumptions. Our most superficial level of thoughts are what we call automatic thoughts. We're often interested in automatic negative thoughts. Now, while they're superficial and the most easily accessible of the thoughts, that doesn't mean that they're always that easy to get at. These are the bits of thoughts, the half sentences, the small words that immediately come into mind. They give us access into our internal world. At the deepest level are what we call core beliefs in cognitive behavior therapy, for example, and in EMDR, which is the type of therapy that I'm passionate about. There are 4 general themes. We can have a core belief that is about belonging, how we fit in. There is a core belief about safety, that profoundly we feel safe. Another is about defectiveness, that there might be something fundamentally wrong about us. And the last is about lovability, that we feel like people love us, or the opposite, that we feel unlovable in some way. And these core beliefs happen not because we choose them, but because of our early experiences. I should say our early and later experiences. These beliefs are understandable conclusions that we come into. And more about that and the early parental environment in another podcast. For today, let's look at the layer of thought that lies between these superficial thoughts and the underlying beliefs. So, conditional assumptions that we have, or rules, and attitudes are thoughts that help us make sense of our experiences. This is a very difficult layer of cognition to get into because these rules are simply organizing principles that we have used to make sense of the world. They often sound weird when we put them into words. A rule can take the form, if this, then that. Like, I can only relax when all the housework is done. An attitude can be something like, it's a woman's job to organize the household or keep the house in order. I can only trust certain types of people, or I don't trust my body. We can have a rule. In order to be successful, I need to sell a certain type of product, make a certain amount of money. Or I will only be confident if. An attitude can also be, if I say anything, bad things will happen, or I'll be made fun of. So these thoughts, these conditional assumptions are very sneaky. They are so unspoken. Shining light into them is very difficult. And like I say, they come out of our early experiences. They make sense to us of the world. I want to make the point that when we're working on these beliefs, and many people see this as a very cognitive or thinking activity, we simultaneously need to soothe the nervous system. It is not enough to just challenge these beliefs. Accompanying these beliefs is often a level of arousal, a level of heightened threat. What we do is we try to soothe the nervous system. So to soothe the nervous system requires us to use bottom-up techniques. So when we're challenging thoughts, that is often a top-down process working with the intellect. The bottom-up process works with sensation, with feeling. And if you're keen to know more, I have a free resource that I developed recently. So I have 5 foundational soothing skills that I use with essentially everyone I see. And I use these myself. You can access that training at www.kamarivalentine.com. When you click and you subscribe to my newsletter, my currently non-existent newsletter, but when you subscribe, you will get a PDF and a link to a video. In this short video, I walk you through those foundational techniques. We do them so that the nervous system is soothed and gets to a greater sense of safety. When we're feeling more safe, we are more able to tolerate cognitive challenges. Soothing the nervous system also allows us to absorb and sit with these ideas which might be fundamentally different from ideas that we've had before. So I would be keen to hear what you think of this, whether that's opened up some insights for you, whether you feel like that makes sense. So very keen to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening, and catch you soon.